about the faculty back here.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the processional.
standing. We will now have the presentation of colors and the national anthem. Colors will be presented by the United States Army, Air Force, and Navy Reserve Officers Training Corps. The national anthem will be sung by Mr. Jacob Allen Paul, soloist. Jacob is graduating today. Thank you, Jacob, for that beautiful rendition. Good morning. Please be seated. I'm Karen Weddle West, University Provost. I want to welcome you to the spring convocation of the 105th commencement of the university. We are extremely proud of our graduating class. This semester, we will award a total of 2,505 degrees from the 13 schools and colleges that comprise the university. This brings the number of degrees awarded since 1912 to 165,811. At this time, I would like to introduce some special members of the platform party. Please stand as you're introduced. Ms. Melanie Murray, University Counsel. Mr. Bobby Prince, Chief Development Officer. Dr. Andy Myers, Vice President for Research and Executive Director, University of Memphis Research Foundation. Ms. Jeannie Smith, Interim Vice President, Business and Finance. Dr. Robert J. Jackson, Chief Information Officer. Ms. Tammy Hedges, Vice President of External Relations. Dr. Darrell C. Ray, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Reginald Leon Green, Professor, representing the Faculty Senate. Dr. Saverna Ford, Dean, University Libraries. Dr. James Gurney, Dean, School of Public Health. Dr. Richard Schweigert, Dean, Herf College of Engineering. Dr. Candy Hill Clark, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Richard Bloomer, Director, School of Health Studies. Dr. Lynn Zahn, Dean, Lauenborg College of Nursing. Dr. Radesh Palakirthi, Director, Kimmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Resort Management. Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean, Fogelman College of Business and Economics. It is my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Jared Lamont Moses, President of the Student Government Association. Jared is receiving his baccalaureate degree today. Jared?
Good morning. My name is Jared Moses, and I served as the president of the Student Government Association this past academic year. As a senior graduating at the second ceremony, I know that today is an exciting time for our families, our friends, our professors, but most importantly, us. We have finally arrived at this moment, a moment filled with several emotions. Many of us can look back and remember the challenging classes that required many sleepless nights. Our student athletes can attest to the grueling hours of practice they had to endure while still finding time to excel academically. Or the times that Joey Scott and Tierra Cross served in the U.S. military while still managing to stay involved and making the grades. Each of us have a unique story to be told, a truth that only you can tell. I am often reminded of the determination of Tanika Ingram, a dear friend from Clarksville, Tennessee, that started school in 2013 and finished this year as Miss University of Memphis and a Carson Scholar, while serving as a mentor and educational support at Whitehaven High School. I'm also reminded of Russell Utley, a good brother of mine and the epitome of never giving up. He taught me that the test of a man is the fight that he makes and the grit that he daily shows. All of our experiences at the university have prepared us to go out and make impactful changes within our communities. Dr. Benjamin L. Hooks once said as he spoke at the University of Memphis years back that we must face the future unafraid. His words should echo within all of our minds and hearts today. The future is ours, and it so greatly needs our help. So never forget all the good moments that you have had, the laughing in the UC at the Chick-fil-A line, or tailgating at the Liberty Bowl. But remember that today is just the beginning of a new journey. Every new beginning starts from some other beginning's end. Again, congratulations, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Jared. It is also my distinct pleasure to introduce our 12th President of the University of Memphis, Dr. M. David Rudd.
Let me add my welcome to the spring convocation of the 105th Commencement. Today is an exciting day for those of us at the university. We've had the opportunity to work with you as students, get to know you as individuals, and become aware of your talents and dreams. We've watched you learn, we've watched you mature, and now we have the opportunity to see you move on to a new phase in each of your lives. It's a thrill for us to be involved in your education. It's my pleasure and privilege today to introduce your commencement speaker. I think we have a great one for you. John B. King Jr. is President and CEO of the Education Trust, a national not-for-profit organization that seeks to identify and close opportunity and achievement gaps from preschool through college. Dr. King served as U.S. Secretary of Education from 2016 to 2017 as a member of President Obama's administration. Before becoming Education Secretary and beginning in January 2015, Dr. King carried out the duties of the U.S. Deputy Secretary of Education, overseeing all policy and programs related to P through 12 education, English learners, special education, and educational innovation. In his role, Dr. King also oversaw the agency's operations. Dr. King joined the department following his tenure as the first African American and Puerto Rican to serve as the New York State Education Commissioner, a position that he held from 2011 to 2015. Secretary King's life story is an extraordinary testament to the transformative power of education. Both of Dr. King's parents were career New York City public school educators whose example served as an enduring inspiration. Secretary King's parents passed away from illness when he was 12 years old. He credits New York City public school teachers, particularly educators at PS 276 and Mark Twain Junior High School in Coney Island, for saving his life by providing rich and engaging educational experiences and by giving him hope in the future. Dr. King holds a Bachelor of Arts in Government from Harvard University, a JD from Yale Law School, as well as a Master's of Arts in Teaching and Social Studies and a doctorate in education from Teachers College at Columbia University. Dr. King lives in Tacoma Park, Maryland with his wife, a former kindergarten and first grade teacher, and his two daughters who both attend public schools. Please join me in welcoming Secretary King.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction. To President Rudd, the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I'm honored to celebrate this occasion with you. To the families, spouses, mentors, and friends who have supported this class on their journey to this moment, thank you. The delight in this day belongs to you. Can we give a round of applause to all the family members who have supported all of you? And of course, congratulations to the class of 2017. Each of you has worked hard to earn the distinction of graduating from the University of Memphis. You balanced challenging classes with clubs, sports, and Greek life and gained lifelong friends. You lifted up groundbreaking research while you held down one or two jobs. You Instagrammed every single one of the 100 tiger sculptures on campus and around town. You marched in the band, and you marched in the streets for causes you believed in, and you discovered your mettle here in Memphis. But as you prepare to graduate, I'm sure you have concerns about the state of our nation and our world. We see conflict and divisive politics in America and around the globe. We see disparities in opportunity that in our nation are often drawn along lines of race and class and gender. And in too many communities, we see growing inequality and frustration at the other, the blaming of immigrants or of people of a different faith. But on this day, as we celebrate all that you've achieved, we must remind ourselves of all that is possible and embrace the challenge of making our nation and world better for all. Indeed, the very promise of America is that through hard work and perseverance, everyone can lead a thriving life. Nancy Davis, who graduates with you today, embodies this ideal. Nancy earned her associate's degree in 1965. She became a flight attendant, got married, and started a family. And she never stopped pursuing her dream of earning a bachelor's degree. Nancy attended 4 colleges as her husband's job took their family across the country. Eventually, Nancy put her dreams of college graduation on hold so that she and her husband could put their kids through school. Finally, Nancy was 1 semester away from her bachelor's degree, but then her husband suffered a stroke, and she became a full-time caregiver. Thankfully, Nancy's husband pulled through, and because of this university's Finish Line program, Nancy will graduate today for that hard-fought degree at the age of 71. That's the promise of America, that with grit and determination, all of us can achieve our dreams. Our nation's history is the story of that promise being made more real in fits and starts for an ever-widening circle of Americans. From the Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement, from women's suffrage to the continuing fight for equal pay for equal work, progress has been too slow, but it has been real. Through your education, you understand our current challenges and our history. But it's not just what you learn that matters, it's what you do with what you learn. I believe one of the greatest values of the education that you've received here will be applying your knowledge and skills to one of the most important roles you will play in life, the role of citizen. So today I'd like to talk to you about the joyous, yes, joyous responsibility we have as citizens to improve our communities and our nation. I want to talk about doing the job of citizen with joy, with hope, and with empathy. First, I want to reassure you that you're up to this task, that your education has prepared you for good citizenship. At the University of Memphis, you've learned how to work collectively, how to solve problems, how to appreciate diversity in opinions, ideas, and people. And these skills and dispositions are vital to becoming a contributing member of a community. You've also learned to grapple with the hard parts of our history, the legacy of which is still with us today. Issues of slavery, of racism, of sexism, of violence, and discrimination. But you've learned to think about those historical legacies in the context of the work we can do to make our country better and stronger. Your education has equipped you to become an engaged citizen. Education's role in this country has long been to prepare Americans to contribute to our democracy. Thomas Jefferson wrote that through education, Americans must come to understand their duties to their neighbors and country, to know their rights, and to exercise with order and justice those rights they retain. Our founders defined those rights as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And while the America of the founders did not reflect that ideal, that we are all created equal, we can be proud that our nation continues to work towards that ideal. But the thing we must never forget about equal opportunity and our rights is that they exist through vigilant and active citizenship. I'm not just talking about marches and protests, although those are essential. Standing up for our rights also means sitting down at community meetings and engaging with neighbors. It means joining campaigns and running for office yourself. It means pulling the disenfranchised up by providing access to health care in impoverished communities, or teaching children in struggling schools. Today, too often, people think of citizenship as a dusty relic. And this challenge isn't new. John Dewey, an early pioneer in American education, wrote that the trouble is that we've taken our democracy for granted. We have thought and acted as if our forefathers had founded it once and for all. We have forgotten that it has to be enacted anew in every generation. And that's what I want to call on you to do. First, to recognize that the duty of citizenship is joyous, that the core value of our country that you can make of your life whatever you will is in of itself a uplifting notion. And we've got to find joy in that work of citizenship. Now, some of you may have grumbled at paying your taxes. And it might be a stretch for me to encourage you to be jubilant when you file your tax returns each April. But that fundamental responsibility of citizenship, exercising that civil obligation, is vital for delivering us things that we value, from schools to the protection of the military to services that keep us healthier and happier. How many of you have complained about our politics but neglected to vote? We have to realize the importance of exercising this duty in presidential elections and in contests that decide who represents us in City Hall, the State House, and Congress. America has some of the lowest voter participation rates in the free world, especially among young people. But voting is one of the most powerful things you can do as a citizen. Election results won't always please you, but your act of voting should be cherished, since it's a right people fought and died to secure. How many among us have dreaded jury duty? Our nation's justice system depends on jury duty. And juries aren't just about deciding guilt or innocence. They provide a review of how the law applies to everyone. In this way, the role of juror upholds principles of equity and fairness. We should find joy in these citizenship activities, and we should know they are essential to the good functioning of our democracy. The law professor Andrew Guthrie Ferguson has written about these duties, saying, "Citizenship is not always grand and soaring, but involves daily, ordinary actions of maintenance. And in these actions, we must find the joy in our democracy." But we also must exercise as citizens the skill of empathy. And that sometimes can be hard to do. It can be difficult to put yourself in another person's place, to appreciate someone else's perspective. Standing here not far from where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, I think of Dr. King and his final speech here in Memphis. In it, he recounts the story of the Good Samaritan. As the story goes, two men passed another man in need on a dangerous road. Neither man stopped to help the man in need. The Good Samaritan approached the man who required help, and despite the threat of being attacked by thieves, the Good Samaritan assisted the man who struggled. And Dr. King notes, the Good Samaritan did not ask himself, "If I stop to help this man, what will happen to me?" Instead, he reversed the question and asked, "If I do not stop to help this man, what will happen to him?" Good citizenship requires that we challenge ourselves and assist others. When we empathize with all who struggle, we glimpse the bonds we share. My final piece of advice about the role of citizen is to approach it not only with joy and empathy, but with hope. Our democracy can be slow to change, but you cannot let that discourage you from pushing our country towards its highest ideals. In this, I'm reminded of my uncle, Haldane King. He grew up in New York City in an America that was deeply segregated. Yet my uncle loved his country and defended it as a Tuskegee Airman, one of the first African-American pilots in the U.S. military. Even while he served in the military, even while he risked his life on behalf of his country, he faced racism from his fellow servicemen and from his fellow countrymen. After the war, when he came back to New York, he applied for a job as an accountant, where he had his training, but he couldn't get a job as an accountant because of discrimination. He could have become bitter, but instead, he chose to become a firefighter, and again, risk his life for his fellow citizens, even in a country that did not accord him his full rights as a citizen. And over his life, after serving as a firefighter, he returned to the Air Force, spent a career in the Air Force, ultimately serving at the Pentagon. He faced over the course of his life intense discrimination, yet he maintained hope that injustices he endured would give way to the righteous American ideals he fought to make real. That sense of unwavering hope is what will sustain you as well. As you prepare to throw your graduation caps in the air, know that if you exercise your role as citizen with joy, empathy, and hope, that you can meet these days of challenge and opportunity, and all the days ahead with a deeper sense of purpose. You can develop a more profound appreciation for your neighbors, and you can approach the world with a better understanding of how you can improve it. To the class of 2017, it has been my honor to speak with you. Congratulations, enjoy the day, and carry forth as great citizens.
Thank you, Dr. King, for your timely, insightful, and meaningful comments. We will now recognize each of the graduates. Their names will be read by Mr. Jacob Allen, Associate Professor, Musical Theater, and Ms. Tammy Jones, Instructor, English. At this time, I ask our guests to join us in acknowledging the accomplishments of our graduates. We draw your attention to the overhead screen that will allow you to have a close-up view of each candidate with President Rudd. The candidates for the doctoral degrees will be presented by Dr. Jaspel Dollywall, Vice Provost of Academic Affairs and Dean of the Graduate School.
President Rudd, I present the candidates for the doctoral degrees. Will the doctoral candidates please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, On behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Memphis Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the doctoral degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma.
Chin Mei Lee, Doctor of Musical Arts. Dr. Janet Page Hooding. Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean. Kevin Frank Eric Sutelin, Doctor of Musical Arts. Dr. Puchi Chang Hooding. Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean. James Richard Briscoe, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Antonio de Velasco Hooding. Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean. William Ernest Schraufnagel, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Antonio de Velasco Hooding. Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean. Jeremy Noel Grawl, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Kenneth R. Kreitner Hooding. Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean. Barbara Feeney Aubenschein, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Emily A. Thrush Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Abdullah Abdurrahman Al-Hadia, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Emily A. Thrush Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Erin Renee Hillis, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Emily A. Thrush Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Abdul Hamid Abdul Hadi Al-Huwadye, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Lynn Fogel Wright Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Asim Suleiman Al-Raji, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Lynn Fogel Wright Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Najad Saad Al-Sadi, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Lynn Fogel Wright Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Rashid Nasser M. Al-Tamimi, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Lynn Fogel Wright Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Stephen Michael Ash, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Vasily Rus Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Kenneth James Barideau, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Philip Pavlik Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Shanda Simkin Murphy, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Philip Pavlik Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. James Leo Brummer, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Theron Britt Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Naya Marcia Maria Dowell, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Arthur C. Gracer Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Brandon Philip Gint, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Tomoko Fujiwara Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Syed Manowar Hossain, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Santosh Kumar Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Amy Shaw, Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Dale Bowman Hooding. Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Hyung-Jun Tak, Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Dale Bowman, Hooding, Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Charles Matthew Stapleton, Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Ye Shui, Hooding, Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean. Zebulon Charles Wallace, Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Arlene Hill, Hooding, Dr. Thomas Neenan, Dean.
At this time, President Rudd will confer the graduate remaining degrees. Dr. Jasper Dollywall, Vice Provost of Academic Affairs and Dean of the Graduate School, will introduce the school's candidates.
Will all the candidates for the master's degrees please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and with the authority vested in me by the University of Memphis Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. Please be seated.
President Rudd, the deans of the colleges of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree will present the undergraduate candidates as printed in the program. As your college is introduced, please rise and remain standing for the conferral of the baccalaureate degree. Dr. Dan Lattimore, Dean, University College.
Will all candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the University College please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Thank you. You may be seated.
Dr. Ann Hogan, Dean, College of Communication and Fine Arts.
Will all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Communication and Fine Arts please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Thank you. You may be seated.
Dr. Abby Perrell Baker, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. You may be seated.
Will all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? That's all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of the undergraduate schools and colleges of the University of Memphis, with approval of the undergraduate faculties of the university and upon certification by the dean of your college that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and with the authority vested in me by the University of Memphis Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. It is now customary that you move your tassel from the right to the left signifying that you have earned your degree. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Graduates who have distinguished themselves in their academic work by graduating with honors are listed in the program and can be identified by their honor cords. As I identify each group, please stand. However, we want to first acknowledge a special group of students who have earned all A's. Will the students who have earned all A's please stand so that we can acknowledge your amazing feat? Congratulations. Gold, summa cum laude. Will the remaining students who are graduating summa cum laude please rise so that we can acknowledge you? Thank you. Please be seated. Red. Red represents magna cum laude. Will you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. White. White represents cum laude. Would you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the University of Memphis's highest all-discipline academic honor society. It represents the top 10% of each college or school on campus, with all members of Phi Kappa Phi, including the faculty and administration, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Kim Barnett, President of the National Alumni Association and Association Life member, brings remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association. Mr. Barnett received both the bachelor's and executive MBA from the University of Memphis. Mr. Barnett?
Thank you, Dr. Whittle-West. Good morning. Oh, y'all can do better than that. You graduate. Good morning. Good morning. Class of 2017. Yes, you made it. To the future Alumni Association members, those who wear the blue stoles, congratulations as we upgrade your status today. Let me be one of the first to say congratulations from the University of Memphis National Alumni Association. On behalf of more than 167,000 alumni of our great university, congratulations on your accomplishments. Today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter in your journey. You are now a part of the True Blue Tiger Nation, a prestigious community that stretches across the nation and around the globe. You now join the ranks of alumni that include the likes of such notable alums as Trey Hargett, our Tennessee Secretary of State, David Lillard, our Tennessee State Treasurer, Dana Gabrion, Executive Producer of a hit TV show, Marvin Ellison, CEO of J.C. Penney, D'Angelo Williams, and Stephen Gostowski, easy for me to say, noted NFL players, Anthony Penny Hardaway, former NBA player, and James Strickland, your mayor of Memphis. My challenge is to you to excel and join these notable alumni in their ranks. As a congratulatory gift, the Alumni Association is pleased to present each of you with a complimentary first-year associate membership to the Alumni Association. So, as you leave campus to share your talents with the world, the University of Memphis National Alumni Association will be right beside you, keeping you connected to your alma mater. As an alum, I am asking you to speak well of your alma mater. Again, I am asking you to speak well of your alma mater, to send your children and grandchildren to the University of Memphis, and to stay engaged through alumni activities and give back to the university when you can. Always remember, wherever you are a Memphis Tiger, you are our future, and you are true blue. Go Tigers.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. Each student will now proceed to the stage. The graduate students precede the undergraduate students by college or school.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the University College, Dr. Dan Lattimore, Dean. Anna Catherine Marsh, Student Marshal for the University College, is receiving the Bachelor of Professional Studies degree. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts in Liberal Studies degree. Leah Michelle Cooney. Deborah J. Thompson. Frank Jason Weber. The following candidates have earned the Master of Professional Studies. Sonia R. Mills. Lysandra R. Pirtle. Melody Michelle Scott. Melissa J. Spangler. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Liberal Studies degree. Kirby Eugene Brewer. Anchi Wang. Jason Shelby Woods. Rachel Westbrook. Kristen Lee Wheeler. Savannah Breeze Worcester. Mackenzie Brenda Clark. Tracy Ann Chapman. Mercedes Johnson. Martha Ann Askew Anderson. Carolyn Bean. Latrice Jackson Bonaparte. Ashley Brianna Harris Cash. Theodore David Cohen. Markel Kian Crawford. Thomas Ian Cremeen. Taylor Allen Edwards. Brenda K. Griggs. Michael A. Edwards. Kenneth Dylan Ellison. Tamara Denise Garland. Grant Gray. Isaac Chase Hargrove. Rashonda Latrice Hicks. Toya Hughes. Kimberly Page Jackson. Christian Johnson. Kiosha Lene Johnson. Nakiva Michelle Johnson. Ashley Nicole Willis. Brandy Nicole Key. Angelina Maroose Lancaster. Andrew Frank Latham. Kristen Nicole Washington. Willie McDavid. Ibrahim A. Mahmoud. Amanda J. McClure Ignacio. Jacqueline Deanne McGinnis. Tasia Dominique Miller. Sidtrella Odom. Herbert L. Reed Sr. David A. Rose II. Ginger Fortune Smith. Sophie N. Smith. Jacob Antonio Thompson. Kenyatta Maria Thompson. Joanne Tishner. Crystal Yvette Ward. Tyler Dior Woodfork. Kendra M.L. Townsend. Christopher Xavier Walker. Kenitra Latrice Wells. Halsey Ewing Werline. Antoine N. Wilkes. Landon Edward Willard. Alicia Allegra Wilson. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Professional Studies degree. Lucy New Win Dang. Morgan Leanne Whaley. Jamie B. Arena. Chrislyn Lily Brown. Lawrence Hall. Brianna Desiree Johnson. Chelsea Savoy Jones. Angelica Jewel Walker. Hannah Kayali. Jasmine Renee Robinson Moss. Olivia Grace C. Amber Bree Almquist. Caitlin Canali. Callie Compton. Madison Michelle Dunfield. Makisha Monet Esau. Quenisha Charnay Farmer. Jaron Imaya Harris. Nicholas I. Jacobs. Akila Muhammad. Kristen Robertson. Hashim Shawa. Summer Madeline Smith. Marisha Tierra Talley. Portia Danielle Walker. Emily Ruth Watkins. Amy Rebecca Waxler. Ryan Wilcox. Jasmine Nakenya Williams. Ebony Ophelia Adams. Ruby Aguilar. Terrence L. Akins. Shanika Alexander. Camille Lauren Anderson. Heather Anglin. Brittany D. Baird. Alicia Barnett. Brittany Lachey Williamson. Dejan DeMoncia Denise Barr. Amber R. Beard. Rasha Reed Booker. Aquiaria Quine Bradley. Dinesha LaShawn Bradley. Nikesha Brown. Marilyn Tashay Brunson. Chastity Burcham. Jamie Ray Cagle. Laurel Tess Canito. Crystal Nicole Carroll. Ashley Dominique Chalmers. Brenda J. Seabury Chapman. Victoria Yavante Chapman. Nicholas Clayton. Toya J. Cleveland. David Collins. Nancy M. Davis. Okay. That's Nancy. That's Nancy Davis from the speech, yes. Zachary Frederick Del Coco. Barbara Renee Dennis. Marilyn DeShazer. Forgot the S. Pamela Denise DeShields. Jackson Dillon. Melinda Douglas. Joseph Dowling. Ronnie Christopher Dukes. Charlie James Williams Jr. Julian Durakas Earl. Marnicia Lachey Evans. Khadija Dominique Fagan. Bree Lynn Shanice Farmer. Virginia Albright Flake. Devin Earl Greeny. Tondra Libby Green. Leonard Hardin IV. Yolanda Michelle Harris. Tanzania Monique Harrison. Jaman Deshay Harvell. Stephen Dean Hayden. Holly Lynn Haynes. Allison Taylor Horn. Jamarca Marquisa Houston. Aaliyah Lynn Wiley McKinney. Caroline Grace Hudsmith. Kevin Lamont Hudson. Tevin Michael Hudson. Karen Nicole Irwin. Rachel Ivory. Shanquise E. Jackson. Ashley Jeter. Kamisha Lynette Jones. Kirsten Brene Jones. Sarah Elizabeth Cannon. Kiokenlaya? Amy A. Kiokenlaya. Jalisa Dominique Key. Erica R. King. Jordan Alexander Klipsch. Lakeisha Lacey. Thank you. Ariance Dwayne LaFleur. Garrett Laval. Nairi Laverne Levy. Whitney Angelique Lewis. Edward R. Lofton. John Patrick Mahoney II. Jackson Paul Manus. Chastity Leandria Marshall. Carletha L. McKinley. Tiana McKinney. Morgan Taylor Miller. DeMarco M. Montgomery Sr. Jacob Keith Moody. Keenan J. Mosley. Renata Centrell Moten. Shelby Rebecca Ann Munchell. Tarisha Lachelle Myers. Shelby Brannon Nanny. Michelle Renee Neiman. Okay. That's a lot of names. Okay. Jamela T. Norman. Takia Parnell. Crystal Urel Ann Perkins. Jasmine Michelle Porter. Alexander S. Price. Sherry Shunta Price. Whitney Irene Reed. Kayla DeMornay Rice. Jade Richardson. Corterius Ramon Robinson. Daphne Rose. Hanifa Jean Rudd. Rico Savage. Joshua Philip Shaw. Ariel Shelby. Crystal Malone Smith. LaShonda Denise Smith. Renee Marshall Smith. Mary Iserline Stapleton. Asa Robert Sturley. Allie Stevens. Rosita Stenson. Lauren Catherine Taylor. Tanja Renee Taylor. Savannah Than. Jaquay Eamon Thomas. Michaela Danielle Townsend. Cedric Werner. Henry E. Royster, posthumously awarded, accepted by Enrique Royster, his son.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the College of Communication and Fine Arts. Ann Hogan, Dean. Grace Ham, Student Marshal. The following candidates have earned the Master of Architecture. Ashley Delilah Espinoza. Priyanka Ashok Kinikar. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts degree. William Coulter Prentice. Alexandra Lee Shockey. Asia C. Sims. Amber Lou Ward. Gregory Paul Williams, Jr. The following candidates have earned the Master of Fine Arts degree. Desmond Andrew Lewis. Keenan Robert Minogue. Kristen Redding. Gabrielle Wyndham. Olivia Michelle Wachowski. The following candidates have earned the Master of Music degree. Aaron Bouquet. Adam D. Byers. Katie Leone Clark. Datrice Miguel Alexander Cobb. Dale Edward DeWood. Layla Lumenoa Fezluwayeva. Georg Huronov. Nicole Ann Jackson. Martin Esteban Palacios. Yun Kyung Park. Jacob Allen Paul. Matthew Allen Smith. Anna Elise Tarver. Yukiko Terada. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Arts degree. Brittany Danielle Lee. Stephanie Elena Pierce. Daniel Wayne Sullins. Lauren Colleen Berry. Clivanna Burse. Jonathan Anthony Capriel. Timothy Jean Criswell. Kimberly Lee Davis. Adeline Ray James. Jerica James. Megan Lee Lovern. Kendall Olivia McKee. William E. McVeigh. Jacqueline Ava Kintanar. Emily Elizabeth Robinson. Olajuwon Temitope Salami. Joshua Suggs. Anna Nicole Alford. Janika Renee Bates. Wesley Sage Cotton. Jasmine Faith Houston. Maya McNeary. Tiara Perry. John Prescott. Matthew Riddle. Caitlin Grace Sipple. Stephen Vagnon. Paul A. Barrett. Ashlyn Marie Blair. Tondia Tiara Bowie. Kaylin Jade Conway. Jody Petria Dowell. Anne Margaret Drummond. Connor Robinson Dunning. Brittany Nicole Durr. Erin N. Easel. Hannah Renee Giles. Ryan Glover. Taryn Graham. Anissa Grundy. Crystal Nicole Harris. Dustin Wade Higdon. Micah Philip Jarnigan. Destiny Unique Johnson. Manira Sophia Jones. Mary Catherine Pamela Langley. Catrell Ladarius Macklin. Taylor Denise Tate McKinney. Carmen Carlisa Oliver. Michael Stone Pannell. Nicholas Aaron Passman. Eric Odell Puckett. Jared J. Sturgill. Daniel Edward Thompson. Russell Joffrey Utley. Sarah Catherine Wages. Jennifer Kate Ward. Lee R. Watkins. Ebony Chantel Webb. J.C. Worley. David Williams, Jr. Aiden Sinise Willis. Earl D. Wilson. Jacob Woloshin. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. Abigail Brooks Crenshaw. Joel Jasu. Joseph S. McGuire. Kelly Nicole Nichols. Brianna Roche. Jessica James Blount. Jarvis D. Boyland. McKenna Shalifo. Austin Conley. Ian Goodwin. Stephen Linwood Sullivan. Sarah Ann Whittington. Margaret Allison Wilder. Maisha Nicole Williams. Christopher Nathaniel Bond. James Herbert Kelly. Lamarcky Philip LaFlora. Holly Lynn Tedder. Emily Wolfe. Elizabeth Renee Baines. Deanna Alicia Brown. Joshua Andrew Carradine. Mahala Davis. Jean E. Duncan III. Nicole Marie Dunn. Lakendra V. Harris. Kiana L. Hawley. Christopher James. Alexandria Brian Kesner. Matthew John Nelson. Jenna Lynn Newman. Elena Renee Reed. Wallace James Robinson IV. Cody Tellis Rutledge. Casey Levi Satrin. Preston Michael Simpson. Katie Suggs. Dewoski Devontae Tyson. John Patrick Wallace. Zachary Hanks Williams. Jayla Young. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Music degree. Amber Joy Cleveland. Anna Mae Jarrett. Naomi Juanita Ziegler. Natasha Boyko. Leah Butler. James Eckert. Corin Michelle Locker. Tyler McBride. Kendall Macman. Aaron James Peterson. Caitlin Hope Smith. Emma Strube. Gabriella Galetti. Kevon Griffith. Sarah Elizabeth Ann Grisham. Keenan Robert Harden II. John Ingram. John Patrick Moss. Jeremy Barbarek. Emily Paige Hinkle, Shelby Lucretia McCall, Patrick McDermott, Austin Michael McLemore, Daniel Andrew Parker, Mariah Danielle Powell, Stephanie Rebecca Rowland, Frank Shaw III, Michael Dwayne Townsend II, Dimonique Janelle Vidro, Victor Washington Jr., Orlean Adele Bowers,
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Thomas Neenan Dean. Lindsay Lee Daly, Student Marshal for the College of Arts and Sciences, is receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree. Aya Ibrahim, Student Marshal for the College of Arts and Sciences, is receiving the Bachelor of Science degree. Rochelle Latrice Davis, Student Marshal for the College of Arts and Sciences, is receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts degree. Karishma Sunny Bang, Kyle Michael Dobbins, Nicholas Taylor Foster, Kaori Fuji, Melissa J. Garcia, Ginger Antietam Guin, Rakisha Harris, Suzanne Harris Harvey, Mohammed Haidar, James Maxwell Helms, Ashley Nicole Hiskey, Julia Hannah Francis Johnston, Natalie Harbor Jones, Brianna Marie Mallard, Taylor Marissa Smith, Deborah A. Kurzak, Joseph Henderson Miller, Andrea Michelle Neal, Amand Pugh, Amanda Jane Shaffrey, Hamda Hussein Khan, Risako Sakai, Evan Michael Wilson, Patricia Toby, Lindsay Pender. The following candidates have earned the Master of City and Regional Planning degree. Lauren Crosby, Jessica Brindale Mason, Jeremy Trey McCarter. The following candidates have earned the Master of Fine Arts degree. Devin Collins Del Conte, Ellen Jean Dunn, Alexandria Celine Legault, Cheryl Lynn Smart, Ryan Stembridge, Colton Scott Thompson. The following candidates have earned the Master of Public Administration. Annabeth Holly Barnes, Brittany LaShawn Butler, Priyanka Chatterjee, Michael John Hoffmeyer Sr., Sophia Sika Mosher, Kelly Dean Petkavich, Alice S. Postal, Natalie Sklar. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree. Chandra Sekhar Shalapila, Yojita Desari, Ying Fang, Swaroop Sudhir Goli, Ruthvik Gopidi, David K. Grigsby, Dennis Robert Kennetts Jr., Catherine Rochelle Longest, Soumya Satureddy Medapati, Nusrat Jahan Nasrin, Catherine E. O'Connell, Priyam Arvind Patel, Scott Robert Powers Jr., Eliza Pipkin Ray, Ruchi, Kelly Lynn Speta, Russell Pruitt Summy, Fantahun Teka Tero, Allison Kelsey Tops, Kwang Min Tran, Megavashit. Okay. Ramya Hari Priya Velampati, Melody Ann Williams, Ethan Willis, Timothy Yokley, Kazi Iftekhar Zaman. The following candidates have earned the Master of Social Work degree: Angelica Lenice Anderson, Alana Charmaine Armour, Kibriana Lachey Bobo, Erica Jeriana Bowie, Tiffany Jingles Burks, Graham Cohen, Shelby Ann Cook, Alicia Nicole Danley, Dianita Latrice Davis, Kristen Danielle Decker, Tiffany Latrice Ellis, Yento Renee Ellis, Leon Dwayne Flowers, Matty L. Fly, Frida Shantae Franklin, Dakshanique Vanessa Gary, James Zachary Green, Haley Christine Greenwell, Karen Jamie Haley, Ramon Antonio Harris, Tony Anthony Hill, Andre Carlos Hitchcock, Cynthia R. Johnson, Marquetta Charday Johnson, Catherine Ann Kyler, Randy Kersey, Taylor Michelle Kirk, Haley Elizabeth Levin, Quenisha Jakia Mabry, Ann Lauren McCormick, Brittany O. Moore, Monique Lynette Nelson, Stephanie Perlman, Kenneth Dwayne Perry, Janielle Simone Pratcher, Taniqua Danielle Small, Julia Dominique Stotts, Shatoya Monique Stovall, Kristen Lee Tate, Tohana Temeskin, Kiera Danae Tompkins. Chelsea Brianna Turner. Anne Louise Ehrman. Ursula Elise Walker. Jessica Sierra Washington. Sarah Elizabeth Whitehurst. Shay Elizabeth Wingate. Kimberly Phillips. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Arts degree: Jason Philip Balderrama, Kayla Christine Billingsley, Logan Michael Brewer, Kelsey Elise Carmody, Lindsay Castelaw, Caitlin Marie Connors, Jeffrey Cannon Kraut, Lillian Larish Davis, Zachary Kurt Dial, Abby Taylor Dill, Alexandra Erin Dominic, Samantha Nicole Early, Hunter Kenneth Gribble, Janie Lee Hodges, Giovanni Monique Johns, Kristen Diane Kennedy, Anna Macklin, True Merritt, Rachel Lauren Moore, Dara Ray Mohat, Katie Owens, Emily Faith Pylant, Lenora Ramadani, Amber Nicole Shedd, Lucas Skinner, Caroline Deanna Smith, Trista Mariah Torres, Hallie Elizabeth Wright, Benjamin Bishop, Anna Claire Church, Josiah Comstock, Haley Amber Copeland, Courtney Morgan Crocker, Trevor Cullum, Michaela Danielle Cunningham, Declan Michael Deely, Lisa Michelle Ellis Kennedy, Rachel Marie Farrell, Michelle Marie Field, Thomas Linwood Green, Alexis Leanne Gregory, Casey Daniel Guthrie, Andrew Hardaway Jr., Rachel Harris, Gabrielle Celeste Henson, Catherine Marie Higgins, Rebecca Holt, Dominique Shanice Ingram, Heather Renee Kinsey, Brianna Laterica Kirkwood, Hunter Kissinger, Nina Ying Lu, Michaela Simone Moss, Hunter Nolan, Andreas Nunley, Tolita Michelle Patterson, Justin Carlton Picard, Wood Wilson Rogers, Dino Sanchez, Joey Scott, Alexandra Jordan Spears, Virginia Shea Stock. Ariel Alexandra Terensky. Joy Jezreel Taylor. Grace O'Malley White. Martin White. Lauren Nicole Wingard. Destiny M. Yancey. Melisha A. Arnett. Madison Virginia Atkinson. Bradney Shafar Avery. Ibrahim Biakli. Chelsea Kathleen Bowen. Alexandria Boykins. Kristen Bradford. Bobby D. Bradley. Dallas Joan Bright. Gabrielle Yasmin Brooks. Sarah Taylor Brown. Archimedes Cervantes. Kelsey Lynette Danner. Cassandra Elizabeth Denton. Andre LaShawn Dodson Jr. Larry D. Edwards Jr. Kiara Kashawn Fortney. Hannah Fowler. Michael Gaffney. Destiny Gage. Elizabeth Ann Garner. Kelsey Elise Geary. Selena Jane Gosley. Heather Groves. Hunter Clyde Hamberlin. Terry Lane Harper Jr. Latanya J. Harris. Vanessa Harris. DeAndrea Ashley Heggs. Dakota Rain Jones. Jeremica R. King.
Noel James Kalerick. Kevin Lucas Ledford. Blake Mayfield. Tara Marin McQuaid. Alejandro J. Meza. Patrick Glenn Niblock. Lily Owens. Luisa Adela Palazzola. Haley Ann Price. Tamam Quran. Tashana Nicole Riddle. Chastity Gail Rogers. Hannah Shedden. Sean Michael Singer. Tiffany Nicole Stanfield. Sarah Elizabeth Stemmer. Davis Stevenson. Terrence Eugene Tatum II. Darren Adam Thompson. Brittany Lee Vick. Michael Thomas Ward, Jr. Jordan Wegner. Lauren Cicely Williams. Shanika Montague Williams. Tiana Brittany Young. Ricky Leon Alexander II. Justice Shanice Allen. Jessica Danielle Applewhite. Maria Ashley. Vanessa Janelle Bailey. Javier Bailey II. Dalton Baker. Tiara Bell. Sarah Benz. Everett Delandis Bond Jr. Joseph Bond Jr. Tedrick Chavez Bougard. Myra Lauren Bowman. Erica Brown. Christy Marie Brown. Josiah Bruner. Jalen Tyler Burkett. Angelina Burton. Alexandria Byers Williams. Blake Cobble. Raven Brooke Chadwick Aites. Carrie Elizabeth Chaliff. Luke Chapman. Tierra Cole. D'Angelo Collier. Uzil Contreras. Evan Alexander Cooper. Sheldia May Craft. Kimberly Davis. Rachel Alexandria Davis. Devin G. Delgado. Herbert Lorenzo Dickens III. Zoe Dickey. Ken Fee Mindo. Pedra K. Carroll. Sherry Delane Duggar Hardison. Dominique Chantel Earl. Joseph Etchie. Lindsay Eftink. Corey Elkins. Nichelle Latrice Fakari. Helen Bennett Fentress. Kyle James Frame. Christian Alexander Franklin. Latonius N. Funzi. William Colin Greenfield. Brandon Terrell Gregory. Brittany Monet Hall. Sheena Marie Hammer. Joshua B. Douglas. Taylor Hill. Bradley Bo Holland. Nicole Elizabeth Asheveria Brewer. Elshanti Emil Houston. Antoinette Hurt. Taniko Eamon Ingram. Anjad Itayem. Kayla Brianna Jackson. Fannie Mae Jefferson. Mecca Kiana Jenkins. Erin Johnson. Amber Shantae Johnson. Kristen Jaleesa Johnson. Rhiannon Charday Johnson. Tierra Charnay Johnson. Jimmy H. Johnson IV. Corey W. Jones. Jaloncia Jones. Eric Matthew Jaroshka. Brittany Nicole Keithley. Asia Brianna Jones. Jamela Imani Lambert. Janessa Brene Lassane. Alesa Deborah Jarasha Lawrence. Lillian Lay. Andrew Duncan Russell Leideline. Caitlin Lissner. Shanta Marie Lowry. Devin M. Lyle. Essam Abdulrazik Mahdi. Jocelyn Madison. Hamisha Jones Marshall. Lauren Rose McLean. Tiara Sharice McPherson. Lindsay Lou Mertz. Bria Alexis Myers. Marissa Miles. Sarah Millard. Michaela Miller. Sharika Verntaus Miller. Tony Anthony Miller. Adriana Denise Moore. Brandon Michael Moore. Loisha Morris. Crystalline Alexis Murray. Deborah Dawn Olonick. Valerie Ann Orozco. Rowena Louise Orr. Brandon Lynn Pachorik. Audrey Deneen Parker. Erica Lanice Parker. Eleanor Parrish. Alicia Payton. Dominique Pete. Pepper. Laura Pepper. Rowan Camille Perkins. Kristen M. Pett. Jamesia Renelle Turtine. Jasmine Monique Ray Milam. Sedalia M. Thompson. Rachel Townsend. Matthew Zane DeVasier. Dominique Phillips. Jason Phipps. Annie Piercy. Janice Ann Pope. Sierra Pigford. Courtney Jeanette Porter. Jessica T. Reagan. Trevor Stevan Rawls. Emily Spring Rhodes. Harold Clifton Riley. Jasmine Shalur Robbins. Juanita Lacrissa Roberts. Regina Catherine Rochelle. Candace Rogers. Davisha Lene Rowland. China Rose. Shauna Diane Roten. Kimberly Rudd. William Patrick Ruffin. Haley Nicole Rust. Shadi Sadea. Jasmine Francois Suncone. Sarah Ashley Sims. Shanae Lauyo Slaughter. Amanda Danielle Smith. Christina Dion Burton Smith. Kimberly Keandrea Smith. Sarah Jessica Smith. Logan Riley Snellings. Adlin Anna Speidel. Joseph A. Stallnaker III. Ebony Marie Stanback. Lakeisha Lachey Stigger. Kelsey N. Stott. Melissa E. Swansea. Bria Lanice Tate. Christian Antoinette Taylor. Logan Devette Taylor. Scotty Devon Thomas. LaJerica Todd. Kimberly D. Tucker. Anissa Marie Tudor. Quintrice R. Underwood. Lee A. Walton Jr. Christopher Watkins. Dominique Watson. Justin D. Weathers. Nikki N. White. Danielle P. Whitley. Bria Wilder Cochran. Eleanor Cannon Wiles. Cameron Williamson. Jashan Quintasia Wilson. Tiffany Nicole Wilson. Kristen B. Wood. Ricky Joseph Woodley. Julia Wright. Giorgio Renell Yancey Jr. Amber Young. Miles Young. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science degree: Alex Nicole Brower, Abigail A. Gardner, Melissa Page Long, Ashley Nicole Michael, Catherine Elizabeth Mitchell, Oscar Esteban Artavia Segura, Andrew Blair Thornton, Sydney Bernard Tucker, Amanda Michelle Walker, Aaron Kendall Wildman, Lauren Zavolanik, Omar Ayad Amro, Catherine Mackenzie Boatwright, Taylor Nicole Brown, Sarah Isabella Chastain, Joshua William Childers, Elena Crabb, Amy Grace Pfister, Vaden Fight, Elizabeth Haney, Michelle Devon Jones, Richard Hampton Kaiser, Yasmin Mayer Taha, Brandy Renee Lenz. Ryan Aubrey Livesey. William Michael McDonald. Benjamin M. Murphy. Joseph Cornelius Murphy III. Bailey Marie Phillips. Muhammad Iham Sakan. Brent Tyler Tate. Emily Dawn Tai. Ekaterina Trakoff. Hien Nu Vo. Courtney Susanna Wall. Haley Marie Warwick. Julia Bach. Ryan Patrick Bruce. Vincent Nicholas DeFrank Jr. Heather Natasha Duke. Timothy W. Furr. Jacob Charles Hadley. Corbin Thomas Hobby. Kimberly Jaleese Houston. Reagan Elizabeth Jacobs. Anna Lee Johnson. David Kendall Johnson. Kyle Matthew Coleman. Micah Bender. Riley Laster. Tina L. Pham. Jake David Trigg. Jacob Logan Weaver. Felicia D. Atkinson. Awad Yazin Al-Jafari. Renee Allen. Brandon Bellett. Maggie Benton. Marquita Shantae Brooks. Destiny Chanel Chalmers. Gerald Wynn Brown, Jr. Erfanur Rahman. Barbara Ann Cobb. Jordan Lee DeLong. Molly Coltrane. Stuart Matthew Dedman. Vashti Marie Eason. Lillian Ann Fox Pendergrast. James Neal Kitty. Jean Louis Gerlach. Cletus Howard Hatton Jr. Shanika Denise Hamilton. Jaquel Markissa Gray. Kayla Gray. Yesenia Higaretta. Wesley Ann Holmes. Mohammed Ahmad Jafari. Carrie Keo Bunrun. Daniel Langley. Kevin Lee. Gary J. LaFreese, Jr. Frank Ernest Martino IV. Brian McDaniel. Zenobia Nicole Neal. Daniel Viet Win. Leo Lu Huyn. Octavius Oduo Parham. Mary Rucker. Mackenzie Noel Seal. Laura Elizabeth Shipman. Rachel Lynn Schaffner, Brittany Morgan Spicer, Andrew Bernard Stemke, Madison Lene Taylor, Hao V. Tran, Cameron Walton, Aaron Jordan Wiseman.
Please join me in giving our graduates one last round of applause. I'm sure everyone will want to join me in expressing a genuine sense of gratitude to a group of very special people. For the last several years now, they have worked with you as you pursued your educational goals. They have invested in your lives. As I ask the representative group of faculty and administrators to stand, please join me in a final warm recognition of their effort and support. Faculty and administrators, would you please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. The completion of an academic degree is never accomplished alone. Much appreciation and gratitude and support for the encouragement is owed to those closest to us, our parents, spouses, siblings, significant others, partners, children, and friends. Will those in the audience today please stand so our graduates can recognize and thank you for all of your support. Graduates, let's recognize them. In your seat, you will find a gift from your commencement office. It's a small book called Life After School Explained. We hope that you will find this book helpful. It also includes information on how to stay connected to the alumni groups and career services that are offered after you've completed your degree. Ladies and gentlemen, following the alma mater, students and guests are requested to remain in their seats for the recessional of the platform party and faculty. Please stand now and turn to page 82 of your program and join us as we sing our alma mater.
Stand firm, O alma mater, through all thy years to come. In days of youth and beauty, thy halls have been our home. In time of preparation, great lessons didst thou teach. Didst thou, alma mater, the stars will strive to reach.